So a couple of days ago, I heard one of my friends talking about a game called Yoshi's Island. When I asked him about the game, he told me it was an old game for the SNES and Game Boy Advance. He told me about how fun it was and how it followed the story of Mario as a baby while Yoshi protected him. I found myself extremely interested in the game and wanted to play it, so I asked him if he still had a copy of it. Unfortunately, he said he lost it when he moved here from Detroit. I felt upset, but nonetheless, I still tried to find that game. I checked at GameStop to see if they had it, but they said they didn't have it either. My next stop was going to be eBay. But then I thought I could just get a ROM of it. So after I downloaded an emulator, I poked around on a couple of websites to see if I could find the game. I eventually found one and immediately downloaded it. When it finished downloading, I started it up and was ready to see why my friend liked this game so much. The title screen didn't look all that special, just the same one as my friend described. I started a new save and saw the Yoshis all huddled around a boy I can only assume as Mario. One of the Yoshis went over and picked up the baby and started to walk away. I finished the first level with ease, but on the second level, some strange things started to happen, such as Mario would fly off of Yoshi's back, even when no damage was dealt. It was even stranger when Yoshi would suddenly be hoarded by enemies when this would happen. I was lucky to get Mario back with 3 seconds to spare. The enemies were extremely resistant and would not stop chasing me. It would take about 2 eggs to kill one Shy Guy. I did make it very far without Mario dying. Weirder things would happen when I fought Bert the Bashful. When Yoshi started the fight, he just looked at him with a look of confusion and sadness, if you can imagine a Yoshi looking like that. The controls were unresponsive as Bert went in for a hit. I tried to pause the game, but when I tried, nothing happened. Eventually I gained control of Yoshi again and I could hear Mario crying, but not like the average baby cry, more like the cry of a baby being hurt. When I got to him again, I finally defeated him. After I won, a text box appeared saying, "You will never escape, Mario. He will get you." I was very confused at this, but kept playing. For the most part, the game played normally. Occasionally, Yoshi would stop and look confused, as though he didn't know what was going on, and there was distorted music. Eventually, I got to the Big Boo boss fight, when Yoshi started to stop responding. Yoshi looked at Big Boo and did nothing. Big Boo then attacked Yoshi, and Mario went flying off again. This time a text box popped up saying, "Wise choice. Now you may have a chance to survive, Yoshi." I was entirely confused about why Yoshi didn't help Mario, and was pressing all the buttons on my keyboard to do something. Then when Mario's time ran up, I saw something go and pick him up. I realized it was Kamek. This is when things got very, very bad. I saw Kamek take the baby Mario, and he pulled out what looked like a knife and started repeatedly stabbing him and cutting Mario open. Mario's screams were agonizing, and I could hear the knife cutting through him. Pixelated blood covered the knife as Kamek kept cutting bits of flesh off Mario. Then I saw Kamek take the blood and skin and eat them. He then discarded Mario's corpse, but he saved the heart and brain, or what I thought was that. As I said, the game was very pixelated, and I had some trouble telling. He then ate the organs and looked straight at the screen. He smiled with his teeth coated in blood when a text box appeared saying, "Thanks to you, I am free to destroy the world now that Mario and Luigi are dead, and I have their power." I then saw Kamek fly away, and I saw him destroy what looked like a pixelated version of Earth. The last thing I saw was the Yoshis, who looked so happy for a second, and then a look of terror as the area around them caught on fire and they burned alive. I asked my friend if this happened to him, and he couldn't even fathom what I said. To this day, I don't know what happened, and never will. All I do know is that I will never play a computer ROM game for the rest of my life.